Goose! Gaze off!
Operation Cabrit is the name of the UK operational deployment to Estonia and Poland. It's part of NATO's enhanced forward presence. So here within Poland we're deployed as part of a light cavalry squadron group. I've got soldiers from 11 different cap badges and we're here integrated within an American battle group.
So far for us, I mean, it's really just getting to know the Polish communities a lot. Going out there, showing our faces around, being able to work with other NATO allies out here and being able to train up with them and just really get to know each other and learn from each other, learn different tactics and things like that, and just grow more as a team out here.
So we're here working with like-minded NATO forces to reassure our NATO allies across the Baltics and Poland and also deter any adversaries.
Well, so we did a quick lesson on the basics and then went into a dry rehearsal and then a bit of blank fire as well to finish off with. So we had about 25 guys in total as two troops formed together to conduct clearance of a woodblock. No, this is the first time we've done FEWAF like as a specialised sort of subject. We had Corporal Maver, who transferred in from the Free Scots, take us through it. He's got a lot of experience, this sort of thing, from his background, so he broke us down, took us through the lesson. Good.
We've got 95 soldiers from Lucas, which we've brought over to Poland, and for day-to-day duties which we're undertaking, we're training hard and we're working alongside our partnered NATO forces in order to understand how it is that they do their business and to see where opportunities we can identify.
Yeah, so working with the British Army was actually really great. There was a lot of stuff that we learned from Dragoons and Balaclava that we had to use as the scouts while we were out in the field. So a lot of my guys got a lot of good experience moving out there, sneaking through the woods with them and everything. And you know, we all traded around different tactics that we used, and it's actually made my platoon a lot better. Hopefully it's done the same for Dragoons and Balaclava.
We've also got soldiers here from Romania and Croatia, and together it forms a unique opportunity in order to work and live alongside our NATO partners.
And what can I say about the British soldiers is that they have a lot of energy and they are always optimistic. When the British soldiers come, they are like, okay guys, let's do this, come on, we can pass through challenges and we'll have as much energy as them because of that.
We're continuing to work upon the good progress that a squadron did within their deployment over in Poland. As we're moving forward, we're facing the challenging Polish winter months ahead of us, and as a wheeled reconnaissance unit, that's going to prove a unique opportunity. It's one we're excited for and we're ready for.
The Black Bass detachment comes from a mountainous region, so they are really used to cold weather, so they'll have a lot to teach your guys.
So the Polish winter, since we're obviously from Pennsylvania and more the upstate New York area, it's going to be cold, and I know that there's a lot of guys from Balaclava that have been to Germany. They say the winter's about the same, so we're prepared for it, we're ready for it, and we're ready to get out there and do some training in it.
The work that we've done so far with the Americans, the Romanians and the Croatians, they've been very welcoming to us since we've arrived. We're identifying where it is that we can train with each other, and as well as the training, we're also exploring different parts of Poland, getting a good understanding of the country where we're going to be here for 6 months.
In Romania, at least the air defense troops have little time for training with the allied troops from NATO, but here we have a lot of time where we can work together with the British, with the Americans, Croatians, and besides that, during summer we had the chance to work with the Czechs, with Germany, you know, and it's really different because we can see how they train and we can tell our soldiers back home how they train so that we can implement the same rules that they have.
It's actually really good, yeah. Really enjoying it.
The tour's been good. Driving aspect of it is better than what I thought it would be.
I thought it would have been a lot colder than what it was, but for like the past 2 weeks it's been pretty warm, so that's a plus for what we're doing out in the field and therefore in camp as well.
the troopers seem to be enjoying themselves. They're embracing all of the opportunities to get out onto the training area, and it's one that we're looking to take forward as we move on.
It's our first exercise out whilst we've been on Cabrit. It's just a CT0. CT0 is just Billy basic stuff to get some of the new guys that have come just before deployment, just to get them their first sort of like boots on the ground experience. And we've just covered FIWAF this morning, so fighting in woods and forests. Yeah, I think they're all settling in well. It's the way of life, pattern of life here is not so different from being back in Scotland, living in the block Monday to Friday, weekends off, a couple of exercises thrown in here and there. Even the terrain as well for the guys that have served in Germany is pretty much the same. Well, considering it was the first time for myself, first time for pretty much everyone here, it went well. The mechanics themselves are pretty simple, much like sort of red coats going through open fields, sort of a big line abreast, clearing through, so it was good. It's exhausting, lots of bounding, but it's good.
Well, you know, during the last 6 months we learned a lot from your guys because they taught us some survival tips, you know. We had a 1 week survival exercise where your guys taught our guys how to hunt, how to prepare raw meat, how to build shelters. And this winter probably the new detachment, the Black Bats, will have a lot to learn from them during the cold season.
So from what I've seen for the British and the U.S. soldiers, whenever my guys had downtime, you know, they were always chatting up with the Dragoons and everything. Even before the Dragoon troop went and left, a lot of my guys went out and we had like a barbecue with them and everything. So there was a lot of bonding that was made between British and U.S. soldiers, and it actually like made us pretty happy that we had that experience, and guys made some strong friendships and everything.
The squadron is thrilled to be out here as part of NATO's contribution and the UK's contribution to the enhanced forwards presence.